I pulled out that I've already unwrapped, I about fell over. I had forgotten that I had purchased this. How many of you know, first of all, what is this? See the clip on the back? And then these long chains, and then all this stuff hanging off. Does anybody know what that is? This is called a chatelaine. Chatelaine, there we go, which is French for the lady of the castle, because and this is Victorian, probably dates back to around 1860 to maybe 1890, somewhere in that period. They would have clipped it on their belt, and usually the most typical ones had sewing stuff hanging off of it, and we'll look at all of this in just a minute. All of this has to do with dressmaking, but sometimes they'd hang watches, they'd hang perfume bottles. There's all sorts of stuff that used to hang on this. Hey, Wet Mountain Junker. Hey, I'm just doing a haul tonight and looking at old stuff and chatting and catching up with everybody. This metalwork is called Steelpoint, and this is English. Steelpoint, Victorian, probably 1860 to 1890, somewhere in there. And you can tell Steelpoint by on the back, see where it's been punched. It's when the silversmith, well, it's not silver, but when the metal worker was working with it, he used a punch to get these what they call steel points, and it would show up on the back. So this in itself had to have a piece of steel point is extremely valuable, much less being part of a chatelaine. But you can find brooches and necklaces and bracelets decorated in this fashion from the Victorian period. So be on the lookout for that. It almost looks like marcasets in there, but it's called Steelpoint. All right, let's look at what's dangling down here. All right, this first thing, anybody know what that is? Something every woman in the Victorian period needed, and I haven't tried to open these up until just now, live with you. This is a button closer. They dilute this in, and it would help close their buttons up. That's just something we don't even know about today, do we? I mean, sometimes the ladies, their dresses were so extravagant with buttons and fasteners and loops and stuff, they had to have somebody, a servant or somebody, to help them get dressed. But anyway, this was a button looper, button hook. Yeah, button hook. There we go. And this is called a stiletto, and I'm not real sure how it would have been used. Maybe a needlepoint or of some sort, something to do with sewing. Maybe you know, and if you know, put it in the comments, okay? Hey, yeah, it's unusual too. All right, this is supposed to be a pin cushion. That's a soft little piece of velvet or something in there, but it's supposed to be like a pin cushion. Isn't that cool? And then this thing is so intriguing. This was worth the price of the whole piece right here. This netted chainmail stuff. Let's see if I can get it open. It's got something inside. Y'all give me a second to struggle with it. It should just pop open. Oh, maybe I gotta push this or do something here to get it to come open. Yeah, you had to push that up and it released the mechanism. All right, inside, this is not sweet. Inside is a thimble, what every seamstress would have to have. I mean, just that thimble. from the Victorian period. If it's, let's say it's 1860, that would be 1960 would be 100, to 2060 would be 200. So this is about 150 years old, isn't it? Hey, Granny's Vintage. We're just looking at stuff tonight together. I'm just doing a haul, and I'm saying hey to all my friends. Was looking to see if there's anything written, marks on it. This is supposed to be English. Let me look at that with my loupe and see if there's hallmarks. Wouldn't that be wow if there's British hallmarks on that? Now, y'all not going to be able to see it, so let me just look and I'll report back. There is a name on it. Oh, it's the maker's name. The metal worker's name. Hang on. L-A-N-S. L-A-N-S. So I'll be able to research that and find the actual manufacturer for this piece. Is that not cool? Because I didn't find any other marks on any of this. Of course, this might not even be connected to the Chatelaine itself. Probably isn't. I mean, this was probably their thimble, okay? And the mistress of the house would have stuck it in there because this was her little sewing stuff. But this could be used for like coins. It's really heavy and well looking, and it's in great condition. Isn't that fun? This is like, for me, this is like a museum piece. And to have holding a piece of British Steelpoint work. Look at the back again. See those marks? That's where it was punched through. It's called Steelpoint. It was supposed to imitate like marcassettes or flashing like, diamonds or something. But I am thrilled with this, and y'all, I didn't pay hardly anything for it. I haven't looked up the comps yet, but I know and I haven't even tested. I'm pretty sure it's not sterling, but the sterling ones go for $2,000 or $3,000 if they're in good shape. Anyway, fun.